Alright, welcome everyone to week 4 of the seeding stage, second rendition of the CTR World Cup. We're going through the draft for Japan and UK and Great Britain and Ireland, sorry. So real quick, it's myself, Drask, Rare and Onks commentating with me today.
Hello.
Hello.
And so we're rapid firing through this draft today. We see Japan has banned Tiny Temple, Electron Avenue, and Gingerbread Joyride, with Great Britain and Ireland banning Clockwork, Tiny Arena, and Android Alley. Would you like to go through the picks that have been going on, Rare?
Yeah, it looks like Japan started with Twilight Tour. Japan does like Twilight Tour, so I'm not too surprised by that. And then UK and Ireland have picked Caves and Polar Pass so far. Let's see what Japan picks next.
I mean, the Electron ban and the Gingerbread ban on Japan side was obvious. Tiny Temple ban, I don't know.
Yeah, Tiny Temple's a track I think they've banned quite a few times. I think they just don't like it, which is understandable. It's Tiny Temple.
Yeah.
Bluff pick also makes sense because they do like Bluff as well, so...
Bluff is epic. It's content.
Eh.
You can't tell otherwise.
Exactly. Japan do love Bluff. They love Bluff. So they pick Cortex Castle as the 5th track. So we have the first half of the draft rounded out here. So 2 picks from Great Britain Island coming up here. So we'll see what they pick. Papu's Pyramid.
Classic Papu.
Nice.
Oxide?
Best,
I don't know.
best track to commentate.
Taking guesses. Dragon Mines?
I want to see an off-key pick like Dragon Mines.
A slide? Could it be?
Oh.
Could it be? Oh. Let's go. Topa loves slide. Topa likes slide.
Yeah.
Alright.
Topa's not playing.
Oh.
As far as I know, Topa's not playing, so Romu's the main one who can pulse with, so that's actually a really good pick by Great Britain Island if that's true.
Yeah. For sure.
And Japan pick Oxide Station instead. So we've got one more pick for each team. I'm curious what they're going to go with. Tiger Temple for Japan here. We'll see the final pick, potentially Prehistoric for Great Britain.
I don't think they really like it. Wait, actually they do like it.
Yeah, no, Japan, yeah, they like Prehistoric,
Yeah,
so I think
does.
that's a very dangerous pick.
Looks like they're gonna go with that.
Yeah, so we're seeing a final track list of Twilight Tour, Mystery Caves, Polar Pass, Blizzard Bluff, Cortex Castle, Papu's Pyramid, Slide Coliseum, Oxide Station, and the last 2, I have forgotten. It was
Tiger Temple and Prehistoric.
Tiger Temple.
Yes.
Prehistoric. Thank you.
Yeah, no problems.
So yeah, we've got a bit of an interesting one. We've got a lot of those shorter tracks coming up, you know. Slide with the Pulsewood there. That's going to be a very interesting one. And Tiger Temple, I'm keen to see if anyone goes for the dubbed content cut.
I wonder if Great Britain and Ireland has practiced it after us.
Yeah, very true. I think it's a very important cut to get down.
Well, yeah, and like they should have noticed the power of it. For sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. In a format where the shortcut's banned, compared to not taking it, you can save so much time and even get ahead to hit people as you're going backwards, which again is another really important tool to be able to take people out.
Yeah.
So yeah, out of considering the track list, now that we've got the tracks down, I'm curious, Onks and Rare, who do you think's going to be pulling ahead and winning this one, and by how much? Anyone in chat, feel free to comment as well.
Rare, you go first.
Oh, jeez, man. I really don't know. I think it could go either way, honestly. Looking at the lineups and such.
I feel like
if Revy and Jordy were there on Great Britain and Ireland, I feel like it'd be more in their favor. But I don't know. I feel like Japan could take this.
The thing is, Topa is not playing for Japan, and
I mean,
Jordi is not
yeah.
playing for Great Britain or Ireland. So I've no idea, to be honest.
It's hard for sure.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the tracks, I can't say, and like Shadow is someone I don't really know. I don't know how he plays. I can't say. Japan has like gotten so much better after like last year.
Yeah, so Shadow's someone, of course, Rare and I have played with before. He's a very fast player. Items where he's lacking a bit more, but he is a very consistent player who can take very fast lines. So he's really more of a runner on their team. So I feel like looking at the lineup for Great Britain Island, they've got 3 people who I feel like are very fast, and then they've got Sparda as the item guru on their team. Japan have been very consistent with who they've been bringing. It's kind of been the core 6 of the 4 we see here, plus SK and D and Topa. And I feel like every player on that lineup is very strong. I know compared to last year they had Hacker, and I think there was another player I'm not remembering they used to have, and both are very good players, but the 6 they have are indeed very strong, and I think we're going to be seeing that in this match.
Oh, Foxhounder and Fede playing for Japan?
The Japanese player Foxhound coming in strong. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Fede. So yeah, we're gonna have a bit of subbing here on Japanese side.
Yeah, it's a
Lord.
Yeah, we've just looks like people are just jumping online now, so
Yeah.
hopefully pretty shortly we'll be seeing we've got I think 3 players in the lobby so far, so pretty shortly we'll be
They were testing the connection. They were like doing like test matches before, and I think they found a good host. I don't know if they're doing like 5-5. I have no idea.
Yeah. It's something that you see quite often with Japan's matches, is that they're very organized, and they usually come early and make sure they try and find the best host in the lobby, which I think is really nice. You know, trying to find the best solution so that the fewest amount of people rather will teleport over the 10 races. Especially being from where they are, they're quite far away from everyone, understandably, so finding hosts, especially in certain matches, is going to be quite difficult. But I know that some people, particularly Sparda in this lineup specifically, I don't know about Pizza, but I know Sparda has played Japan countless times with his clan Van Eltia. So I'm wondering if they know, well, both within hosting, whether they know Sparda's a good host for them, but also I'm thinking knowledge about the players. So I feel like Sparda has a big advantage here in that Japan only knows Sparda in this lineup, whereas Sparda knows all of the players, as far as I'm aware, coming up against the Great Britain team here. So he's able to give all the information out to his teammates and be able to say things like, this is exactly how they're likely to play, like, you know, this person's much more of a front runner, and maybe talk about some of Japan's item strategies to give Great Britain a bit of the edge there so Japan don't have the element of surprise.
Yeah, I mean, from the Japanese players, I only really know like Romu, and then I know that I think Bota is a good host, but about like syakuneko and Puya, I don't really know anything about their playstyle. Do they go fast? Do they go for items? I've actually no idea. I've never like looked at them play.
Yeah.
From the Great Britain side, it's pretty obvious they have a lot of fast players. I guess Sparda is gonna do the masking and all that, maybe, I don't know, but most of them are like fast going tight players.
Yeah, exactly. When it comes to Japan, as far as I can recall, syakuneko is much more of a fast runner, and I believe Puya can as well. I would say syakuneko is their best runner on their team, and I have a feeling Romu is going to be the primary bagger. Maybe Bot might take a bit more of support. I haven't seen as much of them throughout this World Cup and prior matches, so I'm a little more unsure of them, but I have played them in the past, but it has been quite a while, so who knows how their playstyle has changed since.
but it seems like I'm having the streams open here on my own. Seems like Sparda and Jack are in the back, and Pizza and Shadow are in the front.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that for UK at all. Given I would say that they're putting their fastest runners up front. Obviously unsurprising to see Sparda in the back there, as we said, likely going to be seeing a back run perspective from Sparda here. Unclear who we're seeing in the front for Japan. A little hard to tell from my perspective at the very least. But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. We have Twilight Tour coming up as the first track. So, curious which way this is going to be swinging. Twilight Tour is a track, given how fast the fire is, if you can get a breakaway, can be quite hard to shake it up. You can get masks, obviously, to come back, but getting hit is such a detriment here, and I'm worried that if a team does get knocked down early, it's going to be really hard for them to recover without really precise power item timing.
Yeah. Who's the host right now? Do you have any idea?
I did not
It's
catch
Romu.
the host. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Romu is hosting. So.
Yeah, it makes quite a difference. If Romu is hosting and he gets a bomb, he should be the fastest one to spam.
I'm
Yeah.
also just gonna warn you guys. I'm gonna have to like sync this up really hard because Jack's stream for whatever reason is like 20 seconds behind.
Okay.
So yeah, as you said, Onks, with Romu hosting, he's got the advantage at the starting item crates when he spams here, and that's something we're going to see not just on this track, but we're going to be seeing it on all of the tracks coming up that he's been hosting for, whether that's the first 5 or all 10.
I'm gonna say plus 12 for UK. Great Britain, Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go 20 in favor of Japan. Anyone in chat, don't forget, feel free to place bets. Winner gets my love and appreciation for a few minutes. So we'll just be seeing a bit of synchronization for the streams here, so it won't be too long for that one to fix. So we're seeing slow motion here. Entropy is taking effect. Alright, looking like bottom is going around the shortcut here, going quite wide. We're seeing the rest of our POVs going fairly tight here. Sparda going for the fast Wampa here. Romu getting taken out early on here. Sparda getting squished by syakuneko there, so we're seeing a bit of a break in the top there, looking like 2 and 2 for both teams up the front here.
Yeah, it's all on the Pura right now, in the top 3.
Yeah, we're seeing that Black Cat there, which I think is Puya. They usually place Black Cat, so they're likely the one up the front there. We'll see if they can do anything to combat as Jack falls off the shortcut there, falling all the way down to 8th here alongside a teammate, I believe that is. We're seeing Sparda masking up in 7th there, holding another mask here. Going to be catching up to Bot in 6th with these masks, alongside the fact that he's juiced. So potentially we're going to be seeing if he's going to be able to catch up and take out Bot. Is a bit of a distance, so this one mask alone probably won't be enough, but he's in a good spot to roll more, so we'll see what he can do. He does have missiles here. Missiles are not going to be too helpful on this track, given how fast the fire is. You can pretty much outrun missiles on this track. We see Bot hits a Nitro tied around the Aladdin turn there, so falls down into 7th, and he's going to be approached by Jack, who's also in 7th with the desync here. Bot going to be trying to take out Jack with this mask. Jack has no item here, so he is defenseless against Bot here, unless he can get a mask from this crate. Romu holding a 5th place mask under his shield. That's a very strong position to be having there.
Yeah, that's huge.
Oh, we see he takes out Shadow with his shield, so now he's 3rd with a mask here. Puya's there in 2nd, probably not going to be able to catch 1st here, but he rolls another shield.
Oh, no, first died.
Critical shit.
Yeah, and an
There's
orb
an orb
comes.
now. Okay.
So Sparda falling off the Aladdin because of that.
Oh, Romu.
Oh, I
Romu.
don't know. Romu doesn't put his shield on in time. That's so unfortunate. Probably thinking the mask would protect him.
Trusting the mask.
Yeah, never.
The orb's actually coming.
And here we go. 30.
Yeah.
That's on
Orb's
TikTok.
coming back around.
Yeah, so the orb's still targeting Puya, who actually dodged it, potentially unintentionally. We see Bot with no fire here, likely going to get hit By the orb? No, the orb stops on Puya
Puya
there.
gets hit, yeah.
That's so unfortunate for Japan as they now have bottom 2 going into lap 4. Puya having no fire there alongside bot. Syakuneko in first, making work there. I believe they hit one of the, I believe they hit the 4th place Geary from what I saw. Might have been a fake hit there. But they are running away at the start, at the front here. See, Sparda not really getting anything useful here. Does get the squish on Puya though, as Puya tries to combat with his own squish. So the bottom 2 just ankle biting each other here. Jack in third there with a beaker. We're seeing bot holding a 5th place mask and Romu not far behind without an item here. Top 3 really broken away.
Bot are gonna push with the mask. Don't think he's gonna catch up.
Yeah, likely too big of a gap there, but going to be able to close the gap a little bit here. Not really getting anything else in 5th. Not really a great spot to be rolling strong items.
Gonna get the 5th place orb.
Okay,
I'm
then.
proven wrong. I am proven
Yeah.
wrong. There we go.
Jinx. He's going
Throws
in.
the orb straight up. Is he going to hit anyone?
Doesn't hit 4th. That's really the only hit that really mattered here.
I think he might have actually dodged it with the shortcut.
It's true.
Yeah, likely the better play would have been to wait until he'd passed the shortcut after fire to hit him.
Yeah.
But, it's hard to see from that perspective. So
+3.
we're seeing a +3 for Japan here. Great Britain Island, as they secure 2, 3, 4, and 7. The Techni gang popping off, getting a small win on Twilight. See, that was a very eventful race in the end, especially towards the end. Seeing quite a few crucial passes there. Great Britain Island pulling it in at the final lap pretty much to secure just that small win. The orb in 5th place by, I believe, Bot had it there. Unfortunately not doing anything for Japan, so 3-point win for Great Britain Island here.
Oh fuck. You know what I just realized?
Oh.
I was supposed to order the pizza here, but I actually I did a like a pickup order that I need to go pick it up, and pizza, the place is like 30 minutes to walk from here. I'm just gonna real quickly like call there. I'm gonna be like, sorry, but
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, just be right back. I'm gonna make a call.
Okay, go ahead.
Choking the order.
Live feed of Onks on the phone, real quick.
Alright,
Yeah.
so we've
Alright.
got Mystery Caves coming up here.
I'm gonna I'll
so Mystery
pretend to be
Caves-
finished for this one.
Beautiful.
But yeah, we have Mystery
It's
Caves
in
coming up
now.
on this one. This was UK's pick. Pretty balanced track. You never know what'll really happen because the track's pretty simple.
It's a pretty
It's a
standard
pretty-
pick by many teams, so...
Especially at the start of a war. Generally in the first 3 to 4 tracks, you'll see Mystery Caves, sometimes Engine Labs as well is another common pick. I'm interested to see some of the plays we'll be seeing on Mystery Caves. You know, you've got the splits there if you want to be dodging orbs. Potential pulse wood action if anyone here is confident enough in it, though I don't know if they are on these 8 players. So interesting things can happen here, and I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yes, sir. As they say in Finland.
As every Finn knows. Alright, so we'll see who's been going tight and who's going wide here.
Hopefully
So,
everybody
like-
goes tight, but probably gonna see a little bit of mix up here. Looks like one of the Puras does go wide, but that's gonna be it.
Yeah, Syakuneko going wide, it looks like, for an item here, but we do see our other players, even Sparda, even though traditionally being the item runner here, goes fairly tight here, does get a shield sitting in 4th, but gets masked off of the first Magma Ramp. That's terrible for him.
Yeah, absolutely. But they do still have top 2 right now with Shadow and Pizza running it out in front with the 2 Gearys. And Romu ends up losing fire as well, so they're going to break away ever so slightly even more. Bota now taking over that spot. Yeah. We can see that in the back right now, you got the bottom 2 showing on Team UK with Jack and Sparda. Jack did move up a spot though with those masks, but quickly gets taken down by Puya.
Tried to get the kill on Puya but failed and pays for it by getting missiled there. So Puya now coming up into 6th here. We're seeing a bit of a divide, top 4, bottom 4 here. Jack now masking, gonna see if he can take Puya out here. The bomb doesn't connect, of course, as Romu gets taken out.
By
and
a
gets
team
the hit
kill.
and gets the hit on Pizza for it. Team killed and rewarded.
I guess it worked out.
So First, because of that, First has really broken away. That's not a big gap, but on Mystery Caves, yeah, that is a pretty big gap. So we're seeing 4th place hitting something in the shortcut there. I think that was Pizza.
The red beaker, yeah.
Yeah. So syakuneko in 2nd here with Romu in 3rd. Shadow in 1st, it's looking like, with Jack in 5th here.
And I can't quite tell who's in 6th and 7th, but obviously you got Bota in 8th. We can see that Romu went for a back bomb onto Sparda, and it lands. I'll give him a little bit of room to play.
Yeah, so top 3 really breaking away now, all really far away from each other, and the bottom 5. Bottom 5 really clustered together here with Puya in 7th, likely coming up, I think, with a mask. They've really run up there, getting on top of 6th place now, which would be Pizza.
I'm just going to show Jack's screen for right now, since Jack is the one that's going to be closest to making a move, and I'll let you guys see the mini-map. And as you can see, we do have 1st and then 4th, 5th, 6th, but... actually, I'm going to go back to forward POV, even though none of the POVs are on this. We might see an exchange for 7th or for 6th place here soon.
Yeah, we see Sparda going for back bombs here, right on top of 5th place, but we do see Bot and Puya both masked on bottom here.
They're gonna go to
take Sparda out.
Yeah.
Are they going to take anyone else out here? Yeah.
Yep.
That's 2 spots gained. Romu gets taken out there, and wait, misses is misses. Is the 3rd one going to connect?
The 3rd one connects, yes it does.
This is big.
That is huge. That is huge. Takes out the 3rd Great Britain Island player, so they now have bottom 3.
With a juice orb right here at the end, but I don't think
it's 5 though.
It's way too late.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything. Wow.
Yeah, that's the second last crate orb we're seeing.
All right, and there you go. That's
7-point win for Japan there, as they secure 2, 3, 4, and 5 there. So bringing the point difference down to 4 points in Japan's favor here. Really clutch lap 5 in the end there. Really great seeing Bot and Puya getting the double mask strategy to take out 6th and 5th there.
Rom with the very risky but rewarding play on his part, so...
Yeah, potentially gifting positions there. If Pizza had have been able to counter, he could have taken Romu out and then let his teammates get a combo and then making Romu get last. But it did work out in Romu's favor there, so like you said, risky, but worked out.
Alright, so now that Onks is back, I'm gonna go back to hibernating. Thank you for having me on this one.
Alright, my pizza is coming in 1 hour, so...
Nice. So
Nice.
Onks has stopped doing his American accent. He's back to the Finnish accent. Let's go.
Yeah. I actually don't know how to do an American accent. It's...
Rare can teach us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a tie match here after 2 races. 1 win for each team as we go into Polar Pass as the 3rd race. This is one... I feel like I've seen Japan pick this before, actually, when I've played them. This was a while ago, of course. So I'm curious if this is going to be a track that could flip against Great Britain Island here, as we saw with Caves. So an interesting track, indeed.
This was a track that Jack liked a lot back in the day. He used to even hold world records multiple times on this. But he's in the back row, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah.
Except if he's gonna outline someone.
Yeah, I'm curious how Polar Pass is going to play out here. We've got, considering we've got a Japanese host, the two countries, well, 3 including Sparta, are kind of far away from each other. So we're going to be seeing the desync, of course, and usually one big thing to point out with Polar Pass is the desync when you're taking Big Boy, the shortcut at the start on lap 1 can be really rough with desync, because if someone's then on top of you and you try and take the jump, they can just push you down into the river or the lake. Yeah. So high desync in this kind of on this track is very scary at the start.
Also, getting a bomb from the first box is gonna be huge, because bombing on the left side usually hits multiple people, so you can pretty much take everyone out and just escape.
Alright, we'll see how the start goes here. Pretty stock standard start by everyone here. Going bot going a little wide here, only going tiny bit wide, missing the item crate though. That's going to be very detrimental there. Looking like Romu did as well potentially.
Sparta having an engine. Gonna skip the
Romu trying to get the shield snipe on first and failing there. First getting a bit of a breakaway there as bot fails Big Boy. That's really unfortunate for them. They're going to have to go around alongside the 7th place Geary here. Romu gets taken out.
Yeah.
And a nitro put in his face. That was rough. So Jack and I think it's Pizza in first there. So we're seeing a top 2 by Great Britain Island here and 4th place. So we're seeing syakuneko yet again being the porter to beat. As Sparta gets taken out on Blue Fire there, luckily can regain it quickly.
Romu's just getting decimated already.
Yeah. Gets an engine though, so he's going to be able to have infinite here, which can really help on Polar Pass, especially when you're trying to go tight. Bot with a mask in 7th here, he might be able to make a pass up here on these players. One of them goes wide here, just surrenders the position. Bot starts using the mask as we see the someone gets taken out there. I believe it was Puya. Another mask here. This could really spell disaster for Sparta.
Yeah. Top 2 not having shields yet, so clock.
Oh, bot loses fire. But yeah, you're correct.
And yeah, as I say, Jack is gonna roll a shield.
Yeah, Commentator's curse, of course.
Yeah.
Romu takes one of their players now.
Yeah, so we're seeing Puya and one of the Great Britain Island players in the bottom here. Top 2 had a break, but syakuneko is caught right up to Jack here compared to the start of lap 2. Although, like you said, we do see that Jack has protection and unknown what syakuneko has, so a power item here could be very good for Great Britain Island.
The thing is, Jack having a shield and Jack going tight, so the Pura behind him can pretty much go just tighter, like trying to go, like, outline him. And if he's holding something like rockets or triple bombs, he can pretty much take him out. Yeah,
Sparta gets a shield as well. I can't tell whether first place has a shield on my stream, but... Oh, we see he gets taken out, actually, and he gets squished! syakuneko getting the outline and taking him out there. So now syakuneko is coming up into 2nd place, going to be trying to catch him first.
Yeah.
And then taking the shield of Romu there, who then gets the back bomb on Sparta and into his shield. Very nice roll by Romu there to then lose it to a red beaker. We're seeing a bit of a shake-up in positions here all of a sudden. syakuneko is very close to first place there. Only 1 lap left though, so we'll see if he can make the outliner, if first place is going to hold on. Romu hitting a red beaker at the figure 8. Yeah, that's really bad for them. Sparta's now right up. Gets a mask though.
syakuneko getting hit.
Oh yeah, so syakuneko likely going to get overtaken here.
Yeah.
Oh, Romu
rolls
took
a
Sparta
shield.
out. Nice.
Yeah, Spartan forced to go round here. This could make a way for Puya to make a ground. And those missiles are just not going to catch from that distance, potentially.
That was a huge play from Pizza, though.
Yeah, so taking out syakuneko allowed them to get 1st and 2nd here. So we're now seeing a guaranteed win for Great Britain Island, if only a +3. We'll see what happens with Romu here, but looking like they're going to be holding on to the other positions.
Yeah.
We see a last-minute orb from Shadow there. So 1st, 2nd, 7th, and 8th for Great Britain Island here. So that's going to bring the point difference down to just a single point in Japan's favor. An incredibly close match so far.
Sadly, we didn't see the classic polar pass where there's gonna be an orb or a clock right after everyone's passed the blue fire.
I'd be too traumatized to properly commentate that. It's happened too often.
It actually, like, I feel like it's in the game's code that if you get hit in the beginning and you go around the big boy, and when you grab the cave box, you usually always get an orb. That's happened too many times to be a coincidence.
Super weird.
Yeah. So we've had 3 incredibly tight races. I'm curious if Bluff's gonna be the outlier here where we see a big win. It's a track where getting hit can compound very badly. Getting hit before either shortcut, the river cut or the fence, can be incredibly detrimental and lead to being overlapped very quickly. Having said that, you do sometimes see the interesting plays of getting hit on the fence or falling off the river and then just turning around and ending everyone behind you so they can't take it either. So
yeah.
Gotta
so
love.
going to be interesting track.
Punishing people for you messing up. Very awesome.
That's the CTR experience. You get punished. Someone else died. It's a common theme we're going to be seeing.
Nowadays in Blizzard, you can even block people from taking the fence just by standing there because people bolted it.
Yeah.
So if you just stand there, just gonna lose like all the momentum, and it's pretty brutal to do that. But it works.
Yeah.
Good strat.
Car collisions in general can be incredibly rough in a few spots.
Yeah.
In this game, I've seen it where I think Rare's pointed out Dingo Canyon. You know, being host, you get a bad shortcut, you just press square, and then everyone runs into you.
I mean, it really depends. At least for me, usually host isn't in front of me in the shortcut. So wouldn't really trust that. But
so,
I guess it works if it works.
Yeah. But we'll see. We're coming up to the start of Blizzard here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see an interesting one. Hopefully not too many boulder deaths here. Seeing Romu going quite wide here, alongside Jack missing the item crate though, didn't respawn in time. We're seeing Bot going pretty tight here, not being taken out just yet. Pizza right on top of them though.
Sparda chilling with a bomb.
Romu getting a 6th place mask here. This could be very powerful for Japan here. Looking like Pizza got taken out. Romu, doesn't use the mask in time and gets squished. Does take Pizza out in retaliation though.
Sparda losing fire and Puya taking the first.
Oh, they're coming through.
And getting taken out.
Romu pushing with the masks for top 3.
Top 4 currently, but looking like Bot gets taken out though. So Bot falling down to 7th place here. So currently at top 3 with only a small breakaway from some of the Gearies coming up on them as we see 7th place masking away from Bot, who was forced to go around due to an awkward angle.
To be honest, it's a good position to be in right now for the Japanese players because they have Botta in the bottom, so clocks can be only rolled in the 7th place against Japan.
Yeah.
Orbs could happen, but they are not that powerful even in Blizzard. Really depends on the timing.
Oh, and we see an orb from Japan here. Bot's holding an unjuiced orb here. We'll see whether they can do anything with this, but given we're not seeing any of the Japanese team with shields, Romu failing the river cut.
Here we go.
That's so unfortunate for Romu there. He's fallen all the way down to 7th in the blink of an eye. So top 3 turned to top 2. That's a plus 11 down to a plus 3.
And second dies.
Yeah, Jack pushing with a mask.
Yeah.
And Sparda pushing with a mask from the 4th place now. They're taking
and we're seeing
2, 3, 4,
the UK team all protected here, so this orb's not going to be doing anything. Potentially only taking out. He takes out one.
Just hit a couple
takes
people.
out Pizza, but Pizza made the cut, whereas syakuneko.
Yeah.
That was quite the turnaround.
And Romu failing again. Romu's just not having it.
He was doing some interesting stuff. I noticed throwing shields away. He went wide. He went for the those ice crates, and then went for the cut. He's
That was
just
an
trying to get
interesting-
more back spam, but
He rolled a 6th place mask from it, which could have been really good, but he used it just a little too late and ended up being taken out by Pizza instead. If he'd have used that mask maybe a little earlier, there's a chance he could have caught right up to that top 4 pack and taken out as many of the Great Britain and Ireland team as he could and allowed Puya and Romu to get, or Puya and the other Japanese players, sorry, to get away.
It's a beautiful map. It's just so good.
yes, of course.
You can't hate it.
I think a lot of the CTR community would beg to disagree, but I personally, I've grown much more attached to it over time. I used to passionately hate it, and these days, I think it's kind of based.
Yeah, except I keep failing the reverse shortcut, so... But yeah,
I find it's a good track to pick at the end of a war because no one expects it, and then they get mad. Throws off their game. My favorite recent strat.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm very
I
glad
feel like
to see it played.
I feel like Blizzard is a good track to pick in the middle, because if you're getting like run down and you're losing the momentum, Blizzard can really well bring it back for you.
Yeah.
It's such a random map. You get a double mask and you can pretty much go around one lap and you just catch up to everyone.
And we're seeing the scores updated here. After 4 races, we've had only +3s and +7s for the teams here, so a bit of a theme going on. So +6 for Great Britain and Ireland in total here, so 81 to 75. Very close match still. I don't think we've seen it come out of the single digits yet.
Nope.
No.
So this just goes to show how evenly matched these two teams are. So we're coming into the 5th race, so we'll be seeing what the scores are looking like at halftime. Cortex Castle coming up. I personally would give this map to Great Britain Ireland's favour, because this is a map where I feel like being in front can be such a strong position given all of the square turns, which obviously square turns you can't see around them, so very blind coming in. So having the front runners like Shadow, Jack and Pizza running and able to trap in various spots there, it's going to be very hard for Japan to be catching up. And once you get those top spots on Castle, it can be pretty hard to bring them down.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's more balanced because they're missing the absolute powerhouse, the legendary penguin.
Yeah.
In it, so.
Very true.
But we'll see. Like if Japan grabs a mask, it should be pretty balanced. I'd love to see how many goes for the boxes and who just skips the box and goes fast.
Yeah. Alright, starting off here. Looking like we're seeing Sparda going for the first crate here, the widest one possible. Looks like Bot goes for it as well. Bot getting an engine, and Stu going wide as well. Jack gets taken out at the start there. Romu with the breakaway. Looking like he's got Puya there. Bot getting taken out in 4th, so Sparda's the only one in the top 4 at the moment. And he hits a wall.
The wall though.
So
it's gonna be a
with
top 2 breakaway, yeah.
Yeah.
early breakaway. Shadow the only one with fire coming up on them here. Still with a massive gap though. They trapped the Wampa wide there. Taking Sparda
that was
again.
nice. Let's go. That's sick. Okay.
You love to see it.
Yeah.
And we see Romu with the early shield here, end of lap 1, so he's just going to be able to go fast here. Looking pretty comfortable at the moment. Puya probably going to either trap or try and get their own shield here. Shadow in 3rd advancing as we see the Techni army coming up on them in 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Syakuneko right on and Bot right there with the 7th place, Great Britain Ireland player. Jack has been taken out here. So Jack being the only one taken out, he's going to fall really far behind here, especially with how fast the fire is here.
What are pushing with the double mask here?
Yeah, it's getting close.
They're gonna catch up for sure.
And if he manages to hit this player in 5th, Sparda right after fire, that's going to be a huge detriment to him. We'll see if he's able to do it here. Hold on to the mask here, probably just wanting to build some reserves given he doesn't have infinite. Looks for a good place to use it.
Getting a juice missile. That's strong in Cortex, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, he throws it away though and doesn't get a crate. That's an interesting move.
Oh,
is he going to get the hit? He does get the hit. Barely manages it. As his mask runs out, so Sparda getting taken out all the way down into 7th.
And Bot rolling a 5th place off. And they both have probably shields.
Yeah, they've thrown the orb here. Let's see who it takes out here.
No one.
It's not taking.
looks like-
it's
Yeah.
not taking
It
anyone.
looked like it was a useless orb, so Bot's been the king of rolling 5th place useless orbs this match. So we're seeing top 2 still with the strong break here. Shadow, I believe, is still in 3rd, making the strong advance on Puya there. Has gained a little bit of ground, I can see, but not enough to be able to catch within a single lap left. Romu with the massive break here, though doesn't have a shield, so anything can happen here. We see bottom 2 is Great Britain Island, so they are in the prime spots to be rolling power items, though Romu does roll a shield again.
Ooh, and Sparda getting
Stick
bombed
around.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
so
gonna be-
rough for Sparda there.
It's gonna be Sparda and Jack chasing down, but I don't think in one lap, if they don't get a power item,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
won't get anything
This
done.
is looking pretty good for
Right.
Japan.
Romu throwing a shield to start trapping more, trying to see if he can get more than just the 1, 2, 5, 6, I
He's-
believe they have. We'll
He's
see if they
probably
take
not
the
gonna do
traps
anything.
here. Yeah, it doesn't look like the traps do anything as they both miss. So even so, still a very good win for Japan here. I think that's a +9. So we're seeing a break in the cycle as we see Japan securing 1st, 2nd, 5th, and 6th here for a very strong win on Cortex Castle.
I feel like Great Britain and Ireland's strat was horrible actually, because I feel like no one from them went actually fast. Jack was
Yeah.
taking a wide. The back row players took a box. I don't know what Shadow and Pizza were really doing. But pretty much Romu just escaped by his own. There
Just
was no one stopping him.
free top 2 for
Yeah.
Japan.
Pretty much.
Especially since they had their chance at the second turbo pad there. Sparda was fairly close, a little far away, but still had a bit of a... Not too far away, but then he hits the wall right after that pad, which really just secured top 2 breaking away there. And the fact that Romu then rolled a shield.
Yeah. That was.
So it's,
I feel like there was some miscommunication on Great Britain and Ireland side.
yeah, so we're seeing a hopefully not too much of a morale drop for Great Britain Island there. I know it can be frustrating when races kind of fall apart like that. It can be really rough to recover from. So
Yeah,
we're
Cortex
seeing-
Castle hasn't treated them so well in the past.
No. The Evolvo Ray has devolved their lead, it seems, from Cortex here. So we're seeing a +5 point lead for Japan here. 100 points to 95 at halftime here. So still in the single digits, and I think we're going to be seeing that. I think we're going to be seeing that quite often in this match. As we've been seeing, it's just been back and forth, single digit differences. So my +20 prediction, going to be seeing...
There's apparently a mistake.
risky
in
there,
the
yeah.
title. There's apparently a
Oh,
mistake.
there was, but
Oh,
yeah,
right.
he fixed it. He fixed it already.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We've
Scored
got,
was correct.
got Tam's on the job.
Sam is too
Nope.
fast.
Yeah, she's too good.
Yes.
We always appreciate the background people. It's not just us commentators doing the work here.
Yes.
We've got the easy job of just saying words.
Yeah,
It's
just
all
blowing our
those
lips.
kings and queens in the backgrounds that are doing the hard yards.
I believe they are doing a host swap, by the way.
Seems like it, yeah.
It looks like
Up.
it, yeah.
All right, so we'll be seeing. Curious to see who's going to be hosting for the Great Britain Island side. I know from that lineup, Shadow definitely cannot host. But I think any of the other 3 can, as far as I know. But I'm not too familiar with their hosts. Australians are mildly allergic to European hosts, so I can't comment too much on how good their hosts are.
Yeah. Actually, have no idea who can host in there. Sparda can host for sure.
Oh, for sure. He's got a generally good host all around, so be interesting to see if he's able to utilize the host here. If he does take it, the interesting thing is I know that he's been really preferring back left when he's been doing his World Cup practice as well. Back left is where he wants to be. So maybe he's going to not be wanting host and shifting it onto someone such as Pizza, who is of course been in probably be running here. So I'm curious to see who they end up going with host. Especially going into Papoose, of all tracks in race 6.
It's gonna be someone else hosting. Let me see. So I'm guessing it's gonna be Shadow hosting? Pizza hosting?
Oh, yeah, I'm assuming Pizza or or Jack would be my guess. Shadow's internet is as you say in Spanish, caca. So
All right.
I don't think we'd be seeing him hosting.
I mean, somebody's pointing out in chat that they were testing as host before Shadows and it was working fine. So
really, that is shocking to me as someone who has seen his atrocious internet. So I think Rare can comment his internet's not always been the best.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see him host though, because another thing to point out is alongside those comments of his not been the best host in the past, is that that means he might not have the experience that some others have, such as yourself, Rare, and others that host frequently, and the differences between hosting, not hosting with desync and whatnot.
Yeah.
I know as Onks pointed out, on Twilight, for example, you're the first to the crates, you're the first that can get the backspam and guaranteed get a hit on someone. So it's just that little difference that I'm wondering if someone who doesn't host as much is going to be able to utilize.
One thing also that is coming up after Papoose is Slide, and when you host in Slide, you can pretty much take the double Boompa and no one else will get it. Except maybe a very fast front row player, but usually I can grab the Boompa before anyone else gets it. So that's gonna be... I feel like Pizza is still gonna be fast there, going fast. So, sadly. But in Papoose, actually, you can, as a host, you can just pretty much take the starting boost and spam your item. If you get a bomb or a beaker, you will definitely get it, like double hits on people.
Yeah.
So it's a good strat to use.
Yeah, Papoose is going to be an interesting one regardless. It's a, as everyone who's played this game knows, it's a very chaotic track, and especially that pyramid and the good old turbo pad at the very end of it. It's a very rough place to be in a war, and just a track in general. So I'm very excited to see how this one turns out. I couldn't really give Papoose Pyramid in favor to either of these teams. I feel like this is a track that could very easily go either way.
Yeah, apparently Japanese players like Papoose. What I've heard, but yeah, all I got to say is just take a shot every time someone loses fire.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, I think if we encourage that, we'd be seeing a lot of people go to the emergency department. So yeah, this is a track where, in particular, where getting an early engine can be a godsend. Given how difficult, as you mentioned, it is to keep reserves on this track, especially when going tight.
Yeah, and having a mask.
And dodging items. Yeah, true.
Having a mask in this without infinite reserves is just a pain.
Yeah, okay, so we are seeing the Shadow host here. Hopefully it will stay good for the match. So we'll see how the players are going here. Looking like our host is going tight, throws a bomb back and misses. Romu takes Pizza out there. Yeah, Sparda getting the canister. Not the best roll to be getting there, unfortunately for him. Can't use it as Shadow's on top of him. Romu floundering in the grass there, so he loses a bit of his lead there.
And Bot fell off.
Bot falling off.
Alright.
Bit of a rough start for Japan here. Pizza on top of Romu here in the battle for 5th place, as we're seeing Sparda and some other UK player in the top there. Oh, we're seeing a bit of a top 4 now.
It's gonna get squished.
Romu does take Pizza out though.
Getting the infinite reserves as well, which is really strong in catching up to people, and having a shield in front of him, just you don't have to really be that scared, but okay.
Yeah, that was in front of him, but it looks like that player went wide, either to build reserves or to try and tackle him there, but didn't seem to work out in their favor. Yeah,
Romu is in a bad placement. Well, but oh yeah.
Hit the trap crate. So unfortunate for Romu there. We're seeing just that further breakaway from the top 2 there. Puya passing up into 3rd and hits a beaker on the first corner of the pyramid. So this is really rough for Japan here. They are looking like they're holding their mid spots here. Looking like it's a very close pack though. We're seeing a Bot and Romu have a bit of a break, but the bottom 4 are incredibly tight there, as we see someone in the back from Great Britain taken out and falls behind there.
Romu.
Romu hitting that Nitro is really unfortunate for him.
throw a bomb at it. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, and Bot hitting a Nitro in the pyramid, so they're both getting taken out here. But they're gonna get caught up too. Bot's not gonna hold fire.
It's gonna have triple rockets though, so if anyone's getting close, he can do some back rockets.
Yeah, very true.
Rockets are strong in Pappus.
Oh, we see someone gets taken out by a trap there. Didn't catch who it was, and we see third place taken out by a bomb here.
Yeah, I think it was Shadow.
Yeah, Japan coming back and holding 3-4 there, even though Puya's fallen far behind. So we're seeing 3-4-5-8, I believe, for Japan here, which would be a 7-point win, I believe, for Great Britain Island. As an orb comes out, takes out both the Japanese players. Looks like Romu makes it over the shortcut before it hits him. Hopefully, going to be able to hold that position for his sake. We see Bot gets taken out by a mask here. Gonna try and take out one of the players at the end here, but doesn't manage to get the missile because it was too slow. So we're seeing Bot securing 6th place here, and 1st, 2nd, 5th, and 7th. It's looking like for Great Britain Island.
That was some really strong back spamming game from Great Britain and Ireland.
Yeah, was in everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Trap with boxes and nitros in the corners just worked really well for them.
And it can be really hard on Pappus because on a lot of tracks, so for Castle, for example, you can have that luxury if you've got a little bit of space, just go a little wider or slow down a bit to make sure you don't hit any of those blind corners. But if you do that on Pappus, you're pretty much guaranteed to lose fire if you don't have an engine. So it's a bit rough there that you got to kind of choose, like, where am I going to go? How am I going to manage my reserves here? So rough time for Japan there, as that was a 9-point win, it's looking like, for Great Britain Island, bringing it down to a 4-point win actually for Great Britain Island at the moment. So again, it's the winds just swinging in each team's favor here.
Y'all ever realize how much Papu's Pyramid soundtrack fucking sucks when you've been awake for like 24 hours? It's like easily one of the most boring songs in the game, and I'd never really thought about it until this match where I'm like, dude, this is like the slowest BPM, and it's just it's got a melody, but it's like the most boring melody. Oh wait, they disbanded the lobby, by the way.
Oh no.
The match didn't look very laggy, did it?
Yeah,
it looked fine. I'm curious what the reason for that is, unless one of the players we didn't see had position glitches, or maybe one specific player was lagging. From memory, I know people from different regions in Japan can have different hosts work better for them. So perhaps we're seeing a bit of an issue with syakuneko or Puya here. But either way, very close war, and we're seeing the points actually as well are pretty even all around here, which is also nice to see. I always love to see a war where you're not seeing anyone having too rough of a time. So pretty tight match going into race 7, which will be Slide Coliseum, and as Onks pointed out earlier, that's going to be a very pulse width heavy track, depending on who can do it here. So
who can actually do it here? I know that Jack at least can, and Sparda can.
Yeah, and so Romu can for Japan. I think syakuneko can from memory. I do not think Puya can, and I don't know if Bot can.
Yeah.
Topa is definitely the best with SE Pulsewood, because Romu can do SE Pulsewood, but he's much less proficient with it. We did see him go for it in his week 1 match, and he just completely failed. And I think he has practiced it since then. But just the short time practicing is a bit different to Topa, who I think as many people know,
and breathes.
Yeah. I feel like Topa wakes up and is like bolus. Like it's like everything he says. He goes into a ranked lobby, and the first thing he always says is, bolus. I love bolus.
As we speak right now, he is in deep sea driving, practicing Pulsewood in the tube.
Yeah.
He will get Pulsewood to be viable on every track. He will be the innovator we all need.
I agree.
Topa Pulsewooding into our hearts. Love me, Pulse.
As he should. We all love Pulse. Can we get some Pulse in the chat? Yeah, coming in, as we were saying with Slide, it's looking like I think it's about a 2 for 2 in people that can do it. I know Shadow can't do Pulsewood for Great Britain Island. I don't know if anyone knows if Pizza can. I feel like he could, but I don't know if he's practiced it. Like, definitely capable. It's just whether he's had the practice to do it or the willingness. So
Yeah.
unsure on Pizza there. And with Japan, as I said, I believe it's 2 that can do it at least decently, and then a potential 3rd in bot, but very likely only 2 from Japan. So loading in here, we'll see who's hosting now. If it's the same host or if
I'm pretty sure it's
ends up
still
with a spot.
Shadow.
Sparda putting in the button assignments.
Yeah, he's going gamer mode. Yeah,
It's gonna
Shadow's
be
still
Shadow.
hosting.
Yeah.
So who's going to go for the Wampa here? Likely Sparda if he's putting on the
Both
buttons, yeah.
Jack and Sparda are taking single bumpers, not the chat double bumper, but I mean
Yeah.
single bumper as well.
Oh,
Jack fails tire.
That's so unfortunate to do early on as Shadow gets taken out by Romu there. So we're seeing Romu Puya up the front here early on. I think they've only got one Geary on them there. I can't tell who it is. But we're seeing they've got a decent break, but again, with a Pulsewood track, that doesn't mean too much, especially
Jack-
early on.
Jack getting an engine, here we go.
Yeah.
Stacking the speed.
There goes
Gonna see if he can
Jack.
catch up. Oh, he
squished
squishes his
it.
teammates. That's unfortunate. We
Gets
did see
another
Romu.
Honda.
Ooh. We'll see if he can make any ground with this one. We see that Bot does hold a shield here, so if he goes to pass Bot, Bot could potentially take him out here.
He squished his
Oh,
other
he squished his
teammate.
Sparda! He's just playing leapfrog with his
Jeez.
teammates at this stage. We're seeing Puya going wide here for the Wampa. Potentially has something in storage to be able to take out Pizza. We did see early on in lap 1. Romy did try and take out Pizza, narrowly missed the team kill on Puya there instead.
Both are rolling a shield and having a rocket, so they can pretty much just sandwich at this point.
Yeah, so we'll see if they can go on the offensive here as Jack gets taken out by a mask from Syakuneko here, who's coming up in 6th place here. They're getting pretty close as we see Sparda pulse-witting now.
Pizza getting hit, it's top
Yeah,
3.
Pete's getting taken out top 3. We'll see whether Sparda can break this up, and along with Jack here, both pulse-witting. Sparda going for the hang time there, which did lose
Jack.
Jack taking the
Out of bounds.
Syakuneko pulse-fitting here. Syakuneko coming all the way up onto 5th place here. Not sure if they're going to be getting past. I did see them zoom for a little bit there. Looks like they've ended it, but they did get a bit of a gap there.
Yeah. Sparda.
Oh, and it works. It works. They take out
And-
4th place. So Syakuneko zoomed up and takes out 4th place. Top 4 for Japan now. Gonna be a bit of a recovery act coming up from Great Britain Island here. They're changing
Sparda.
masks.
Okay, Sparda
getting-
comboed. Yeah.
Yeah. Sparda getting
Yeah.
the shield. But still, he's keeping the 5th place.
Yeah,
Getting
we
a
saw
ro-
Pete.
Yeah. Him getting a rocket on
Actually-
an engine at this point would be really strong.
Yeah, gonna see the combo on Syakuneko here, slowing down here. Jack is to get the
Yeah.
double hit there to confirm his teammates coming past. As Shadow zooms up with a mask up into 5th place here. So Syakuneko falling all the way down into the bottom there. Gonna see if they can come back final lap with an engine. As you said, Sparda with Sacred and a shield in 4th, so looking pretty comfortable, especially with that distance, even with Pulsewood. Someone fallen really far behind for Great Britain Island, all the way down in 8th. I think that might
And
be
Orb
Pete.
coming up.
Orb
Oh,
from
wow.
Syakuneko.
And it's actually really strong, hitting 2
And a
people.
mask.
Syakuneko pushing with a
And a-
mask.
And a mask, so we'll
He's
see
gonna
what he can
definitely
do.
catch
here.
up.
And is he
Yep.
going to hit
Catch
Shadow
up.
here? Yeah, he takes Shadow
He
out as well.
does.
Syakuneko with a really strong play there. Orb into Mask, lap 5, takes out both Jack and Shadow, securing 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th for Japan there, plus 17. Absolutely
Very
massive
big
win for
win.
Japan there. Great Britain Island did their best, but Japan just were doing great that match. And we did see quite a few attempted pulse with this there, but nothing too successful to break up into the top 2. So we'll finally be seeing a double-digit point difference.
So Sparda-
143 for Japan, 130 for Great Britain Island. 13-point difference now.
Sparda had a problem where his binds doesn't work. He puts them on, but they reset back to the normal binds.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
So-
That's weird.
that's
Sounds-
really weird. Yeah.
So, yeah, sounds like Team Japan have hacked Sparda's PlayStation. and they've force disabled his custom button assignment so that he can't pulse it anymore. So yeah, that's very interesting. Not an issue I've ever encountered, thankfully. I would cry if that happened to me.
I wonder if his button assignments have like reset it, and that's why he can't put them on, because they don't have any difference in them.
Very true, especially with there was an update somewhat recently between their matches, I believe. So potentially maybe that reset binds for him for some reason.
That was definitely a big like setback for Sparda then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for him, and we do see that it has resulted in a +17 for Japan. Not that specifically is the sole reason, but as we see, it was a potentially contributing factor. So Japan finally taking a double-digit lead here as we come into race 8, Oxide Station, which is Japan's pick here. So luckily this is a track where Sparda won't be needing his binds, most likely, unless he's wanting to go for the pulse wood in the spiral. But again, it's nowhere near as strong as a track like Slide Coliseum.
Lap 1 unused pulse width is actually starting to get like a lot more used.
Yeah.
Because if you roll a engine, you can still catch up to like the top 3.
Yeah.
With the unused, if you don't get hit, that is.
And if you don't squish somebody on your way, of course.
Yeah, it can be very rough with how many people are in the spiral, especially if people go wide there, and it can be a bit more difficult to do, but as you said, can be worth it as we start off Oxide Station here.
It's gonna be a nice top 4 in the beginning for the GB+IE. Yeah.
Yeah, Romu getting taken out by Mask. Yeah, syakuneko taken out as well. Bot getting taken out here.
Well.
Bot took out. Looks like Bot took out one of the Great Britain Island team there, and another. Oh, just getting triple bombs on everyone here. So only one person, I think, broke away for Great Britain Island.
There's a lot.
There's so much happening. What is going on?
Bot getting completely ended there, falling all the way down to the bottom as we see a bit of a cluster in the middle here. No one holding their items except for Jack with triple missiles here. 4th place getting taken out, so Jack's able to shoot the missiles on syakuneko, but do not connect here. Coming up onto Blue Fire, they're going to be too slow to catch while they're unjuiced here.
So it's probably going to be... Is it a shadow in the front with
Romu
and syakuneko following?
Yeah, and we see Jack getting beakered right in the face at the triple turbo pads. Puya passing up into 4th place here, so very strong positions for Japan here.
Oh, my pizza.
We see, we see Bot passing up. Jack, I believe that was in last. As Bot has no fire, but he is masking here. Sparda does have a fire in 6th, so likely not going to be catching anyone here, but Bot's going to be getting a bit of distance on Jack, who doesn't have an item here. We see in the top, 1st place is running away here as Romu's trying their best to catch up, dodging the back bombs here. Looking like they're holding on to their triple bombs for if they end up catching up here. syakuneko in 3rd place with Puya in 4th. Not too big of a gap on the Great Britain Island. Oh, Romu hitting the beaker there, potentially getting lap glitched here, but Shadow. Is Shadow taken out as well?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
So no lap glitch on Romu here, but we did see that Shadow, I completely missed how they died, but we're seeing 1st place for syakuneko here with Puya in 2nd, and they've got a bit of a gap here. And we see, I think, 4th place got taken out there for Great Britain Island, so they now only have 3rd place, which is Sparda, to be able to take on top 2 here, who have that break. So Sparda's going to have to really try and go fast. He does have infinite though, so that is working in his favor as he pulls a shield and Jack pulls an orb.
Okay.
And we see Bot gets taken out by Nitro in the S here, so top 3 are just incredibly far away now. Despite getting hit, he still hasn't been caught up to by 5th place, as we see it's quite a gap here. Bottom 5 are quite close together here as Jack throws the orb. Looks like it does take Bot out. Yeah, Jack gets the bomb onto Bot, who's just going to get comboed here.
2nd died? 1st died. Alright.
Oh, top 2 taken out. This could be very vital for 1st place. Sparda takes that one.
Nice. Alright.
Nice. So Sparda taking the lead there because of that orb. Puya and syakuneko being taken out by the orb bomb combo. The bombo combo there. They have such a lead on 4th place though that they're likely to hold 2nd, 3rd unless they hit a myriad of traps here. We see Sparda placing mid traps to try and shake them up here. 4th place is making quite the advance though, so potentially they could catch up if they push their lines. Jack's going very fast here, and he's shielded up. We see Bot again with no fire down in 6th. Romu in 5th, not too far behind Jack, but Jack is out of missile range here, so...
Oh, he's very close.
Oh, and he does fall!
And he
so
doesn't
Jack loses his shield. Yeah, but he does pass up in the 2nd there, so that was a bit of an interesting turn of events there. As we see Jack tried to take them out, but lost his shield as he passed them without being able to take them out. So they're on top of him here. He does roll the shield in 2nd, so we're seeing the Japanese team in 3-4 here, going to try and make their advance here. But they've got 1 lap left to do it, and it's not looking good for them. Sparda way ahead in 1st here.
Romu losing fire on the 4th.
Yeah, that's really rough for him as he's 4th place, so we'll see. Looks like Puya's in 5th, I believe, so that is a massive gap there, but then again, we'll see if they're able to catch up here, as Puya does have 6th place right on him there. Oh, Bot's actually in 6th there, it looks like.
Oh, and Jack getting taken out by a bomb, by triple bombs.
Yeah, so syakuneko taking out 2nd place, coming all the way up into 2nd now, so Jack falling down into 3rd, not going to be caught up to by Romu because Romu lost fire, so that is really unfortunate for him. Jack putting another tight beaker there, hoping to catch out Romu going for the outline as we see syakuneko just trying to take Jack out here, but not succeeding so far. Looking like we're going to be seeing 1st secured by Sparda, 2nd place being secured by syakuneko here with 3rd. Oh, but there's a clock
coming out.
So looking like that's not going to be changing the top positions, but we'll see how it goes for the bottom as Puya and Bot both got hit, and we see that a 7th place for Great Britain Island is advancing fast. Bot does have triple missiles, but they get taken out by a shield.
Yeah.
So we'll see whether Bot can take out 8th here. Does go for the missile, but he had a mask. That was a very nice job. But, oh, with desync, he managed to stay ahead of Shadow because of the timer. So it looks like, I believe that was 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 8th. For a Great Britain Island. I believe that's a small win.
That's a win by +3.
That was a very back and forth race, like the whole way through.
It was crazy because like when I left to like get the pizza, and UK and Ireland were like leading by like top 2 or top 3. And when I come back, the Japanese are leading by top 3 or something.
Shadow had a massive, well, not a massive break, but he was leading. I'm wondering if he got lap glitched. I didn't actually see him get taken out, and I did notice a few discrepancies in the positions there.
That might have explained why he didn't get 7th there. It's very possible.
So Romu, I did also get hit off the pad at the same time, but Romu got hit off in such a way that he didn't get glitched. I'm assuming Shadow got glitched, and it's looking like by chat, people are actually saying, yes, he was glitched. That's really unfortunate for Great Britain Island there because of that break Shadow had. That's a really unfortunate thing that can happen. The long pad after Blue Fire, for those unaware, if you get hit off it in the wrong way, for the short explanation, you can get lap glitched, meaning if you don't go backwards and fall off, you're going to need to go do a full lap in order to get back your checkpoints. So really unfortunate for Shadow there, and considering he'd already passed, there's not much he could have done after that fact. So quite a tumultuous turn of events there, but it is
the beginning was just explosions everywhere for like the first like 20 seconds or something. It was very chaotic at the start.
Yeah, that was just gunshots and explosions. It was a literal war zone.
It was very hard to tell what was even happening.
Yeah, I noticed Bot getting taken out and then going Super Saiyan with his triple bombs and just annihilating like half the Great Britain Island team. He was just like, no, I'm not doing this today. So that really, I think, from what I saw in Bot's perspective, that really helped prevent Great Britain Island from getting just a top 3 breakaway at the start there, as he was quick enough to be able to get his bomb hits in. Didn't get Shadow, as we saw, but then Shadow unfortunately getting lap glitched on lap 2, I think it was. So yeah, I have a feeling Shadow's not going to be enjoying Oxide Station anytime soon. Alright, and we're seeing
Tiger Temple.
Shadow's game crashed, so Shadow's game rage quitting because of the lap hit. So F to Shadow's game for rage quitting. Hopefully it regains its temper soon, as we have to reform the lobby. It's seeming.
Jeez.
So we'll be going into Tiger Temple as I hear my cat behind me. If you hear a meowing in the background, chat, that is my cat coming to guest commentate. As we go to Tiger Temple, Porter's home track, and my cat appears. It's perfect timing. So yeah, going to be an interesting pick to be seeing here. As I always say, we've got the. I feel like some of the two defining things being the pulsewood in the start grass, and also the content cut, as I enjoy calling it now. So
Great.
I don't know who on either team can do either. I think syakuneko can definitely do the start grass, from what I've seen. I'm assuming Romu can. Romu's usually pretty good with doing those kind of things, I feel. When it comes to the Great Britain Islands team, I'm not sure, but given the fact that they picked this... No, Japan picked this, actually. My mistake. I can't read colours. I don't know who on the Great Britain Island team can do either.
I feel like Great Britain and Ireland is gonna take the lead in the beginning. I feel like they've got some good beginnings in Tiger Temple. They're really good at the start grass. Ooh. What do we have here?
Oh.
In the meantime.
In the meantime, I'm the only one with a flag. It's beautiful. You guys are Australian now. You have to start saying mate at the end of every sentence.
Alright,
Perfect, mate. Hola, mate.
Yeah. So here we... Oh, what's that? That's a dog.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
The content dog, let's go.
Look at that tongue.
Colored like a banana.
Alright, that was peak. That was the peak of the match. This is the peak of the match. We're seeing the content banana dog wishing teams good luck here as we await the rebuilding of the lobby here.
Yeah.
What the dog doing?
What that dog do? Who knows what that dog do?
Hey yo, what the dog doing?
Come on, chat, say the line.
Spin.
He be spinning, he be spinning.
It's like that lobby is almost done here.
Alright, so looks like we'll be with you shortly, but as we see, in the meantime, I don't know if anyone wants this to go quickly. We've got the banana dog. I don't think we can top this.
Yeah, I think we should stay here.
Yeah.
I think all World Cup matches, mate, are going to be this dog, mate.
Mate.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see like who takes the door cut, mate. Actually, I have my flag now, so I can go into full rally Finnish mode here. So we're going into the Tiger Temple now, and it's gonna be very interesting to see what's gonna happen now in the beginning of the Rase. The grass is very hard to take fast, but if you get a fast grass, you can very nicely backspam fast into enemies Fase and escape.
We'll be seeing if anyone escapes here on this race coming up.
Yeah.
We see Rare with his American flag. You can talk about your love of oil and freedom if you like, Rare.
Nah.
How very un-American of you, but it's okay. You've been saved by the lobby being into the load screen here, so we're going to be seeing Content Temple.
Yeah, rally English is still here.
Yes. Where I think we talked about the cut here in the start grass, but if we see someone go for double womp here into a mask, they can actually do some serious damage with a juiced mask early on here, especially since they won't be too far behind.
Also, getting a juiced canister enables you to take the cut on first lap.
Yeah, true.
If you can do it.
So Sparda's going around here. We'll see what he gets here, and he gets an engine.
Engine is actually strong, but you can get a cut with an engine as well.
Well,
so,
potentially, but I don't know if Sparda can do it here. So we'll see if he goes for it. No, he gets squished.
It's squished, yeah.
Squeezed.
So yeah, that's really unfortunate for him, as we see, looks like there's one UK player here who gets taken out there by Puya, as Puya and Syakuneko once again taking the top 2 here. They've got a 1 player right behind them, as Romu has a missile tracking him, but he does have a shield to try and block.
Ooh,
He does. Oh, and he blocks
actually
with the walls.
it.
Very deft movements there by Romu there. So holding his shield, which is going to be very good, as he has a player right behind him, it looks like, on the minimap. Jack in 7th, just getting some masks here, going to be trying to catch up and do some damage as he catches up. Doesn't take the cut, so
Sadly, we are not seeing any cuts.
Yeah, so unlikely that anyone here is very aware of the cut or able to do it yet. So future matches, though, we'll see, as we see Jack with a 6th place mask here, which could do some damage if he manages to catch up enough, at least to Romu, if he can get the double hit off.
Yeah.
Oh, and Shadow getting taken out there by a wombo combo, and then he takes out Romu with the 2nd shield, so Shadow rolling double shield there. And then we see Jack's mask taking out Romu, breaking up the top 3 here, as Syakuneko and Puya are the only Japanese players in the top 4 now.
That's something really, really bad. When you squish someone, they can instantly use their item again. It was a good try from Romu to try to bomb him after squishing, but it was just a bit too late.
Yeah.
But he's coming back fast. He's already 4th.
Yeah.
God, Romu. Oh, no, never mind. Commentator's curse. As he gets taken out and comboed, and he's falling all the way back down as Jack takes him out here. Sparda with an orb here, unjuiced though. We'll see what he does with it. If his team can't get dodges, wonder whether he's going to be shooting this unjuiced, and he does.
Okay.
So we're going to be seeing everyone here dodge, not hitting anyone in the tunnel here, which is a really rough spot to dodge. Don't know whether Puya can dodge, actually.
It actually hits, I think that's Pizza in front, or Shadow. It actually hits him on the grass.
Oh,
wow.
Here comes Romu pushing in on the fort.
Romu on top of him.
Getting a
he gets a
bomb.
bomb. There he goes.
Oh.
Romu is actually doing fucking work in this race.
Oh, honestly.
What?
God, Romu as he picks out Shadow. Top 4 now.
Bots
so that orb really not working out there, as it looked like a top 2. I don't even know if they got hit.
Yeah, I think the top 2 didn't get hit, and the only one who got hit was Shadow, and it's actually gonna be a top 4.
Wow.
And Jack just hitting the, Jack hitting that trapped crate there and getting stuck on the humps at the end there, just to add insult to injury. So that's really unfortunate for Great Britain Island there, as that's a plus 19 as 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th for Japan here. So this is going to be a 29-point difference. So yeah, that's going to be sealing that Japan win this.
It was definitely the Pura temple.
Yeah.
It's just that one, like, I don't know if you guys know, but if you play Pura in Tiger Temple, you get 5% speed boost.
Yeah.
I should start playing him on that track then.
Yeah. It's an actual thing.
They're playing Pura which is a cat, and my cat came in as they started Tiger Temple. I think it's a sign that
the cat
a bit of a blessing.
The cat blessed them.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Great Britain Island. I try to stay unbiased, but my cat clearly just says I love Japan. So my cat's just expressing intense favoritism here. So for the win specifically, the final track, Prehistoric Playground, isn't going to matter, but for the point difference, it most definitely is.
For sure.
Depending on the point difference here, this can determine who goes up against who in the final week here, and determine final standings going into the next phase of the World Cup. So Great Britain Island, of course, going to be wanting to narrow it down to the 10-point margin again, but Japan wanting to push out this gap further. With only one race left, we'll see how Prehistoric goes. It was Great Britain Island's pick, but it's a track that...
It's very interesting, because that is definitely a Japan favorite track. So I'm kind of wondering what was going through their heads when they picked Playground.
Yeah, I agree. It's something that whenever I've played Japan, I feel like it's a track that if it's not banned, they pick it. I see it very often from them, and I don't ever see them ban it, so... I do think it's an interesting pick, because as you say, it's a track I feel like they really enjoy. I know that last year, I'm pretty sure they picked it quite often there as well, because I believe Hacker was the one that held world record in Prehistoric for a time back in 2020.
Yeah.
So with Hacker on their team, it's a bit of a no-brainer, given if the whole team likes it, and they have the world record holder on their team. But even without him, they're a force to be reckoned with on this track. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see if we're going to be seeing. I know Dashies mentioned it when he and I did our last commentary. This is a track where you can get the good old red beaker speed ghost on the final waterfall here. Curious if we're going to be seeing anyone go for that one. I know Topa would love to do it.
Topa's not here. We're not going to see it.
Topa's not here, so I am a little sad. Hopefully someone pleases my desire here. But we'll see how it goes, as we see Romu going really tight here. Sparda going a little bit wide, gets a shield and takes Puya out by Blue Fire, but it doesn't actually count as a hit because he shielded him at frame 1. That's really unfortunate for Sparda here. So looking like, hard to tell, I think one Great Britain Island player got taken out at the start and no one else, so that's a bit rough there. Actually, 2 of them are falling a little bit behind.
Yeah, Jack was taking the double box, so that's why he's a bit behind still.
Yeah.
He
and an early orb.
orb.
Unjuiced at the moment, but we see that Great Britain Island have the first place, so if first gets taken out, they might just throw this, or they're going to be getting this juiced as he's slowly passing up his team here, I believe.
And
Romu falling off. Oh. So Puya taking up into second here. Unclear who the first place Giri is there. Making Puya eat vacuum. Shadow making Puya eat vacuum dust at the moment. We'll see if Puya can close that gap though. Romu with a shield in third here, so this orb that's now juiced won't do anything to Romu. Also worth noting, it's very easy to dodge the orb in this section they're in now, so Sparda likely going to hold it Jack, likely going to hold this regardless at the moment. So we see no shields anymore from Romu or Bot, as they both get taken out here. It looks like Bot and Shadow both having shields. So top 2 now have a bit of a break. No, it looks like Puya has either lost fire or did get hit and I missed it. So they've fallen a little bit behind from first place here as Bot gets taken out by a shield. So we're seeing Jack in 4th with a TNT, just going to be able to get that one off, no worries, as we see Sparda in 8th, masking, double mask here, as Romu has his own 7th place mask, though he is tailing his teammate Bot, who has another mask, so we're seeing a bit of a masking brigade, masking Michaels in the bottom 3 here. So we see they're catching up to the person who was in 5th, they actually just get the pass, and so Bot just puts on the mask to stay safe here. Romu not putting his own on, so add a little bit of a risk here. Does seem to pass safely, as looks like Great Britain Island have bottom 2 at the moment. First place still looking fairly comfortable at the moment, as they have a sizable gap on Puya here. Puya and syakuneko 2-3 for Japan. Looking like 5th place has a shield, if I'm seeing correctly. Yeah, so Bot has a shield.
Romu doing the doubles battle, okay.
Yeah, Romu going for the content here. So then just uses a mask to get back away. So interesting moves here. And he turns back around. Dodges the mask from Sparda. Romu's gaming.
Big brain.
Romu's enjoying. Rolling that.
We see we see one of the Great Britain Island team, likely Pizza, I think we've established in last here. We see syakuneko in 2nd as Puya's been taken out. Now 5th place. No. 3rd, which is Jack, gets taken out on the waterfall there. That's really unfortunate for him as 4th place Bot. Probably not going to be able to catch all the way up, but going to get really close here. And final lap with a shield and triple bomb. That's not looking good for Jack, as he's going to need to really push his lines here. As an orb gets thrown, this is really bad for Jack, as we see Bot with a shield here. Can we see a dodge here? Puya looking like they don't get hit, nor does Bot. Jack getting taken out, and we're going to see Bot with the combo. Misses the combo here, but Jack gets stuck on the dino tail.
Romu also pushing with double mask.
Shadow getting hit in first place. Syakuneko's coming all the way up onto Shadow here. We're going to see if Syakuneko can get the pass. They're on top of each other here. We'll see which item exchange works, or if Shadow's going to be fast enough to just hold the first. He takes out Syakuneko. Nice job to hold the first there, as we see Syakuneko securing 2nd and Bot getting 3rd.
Nice 360 from Romu in the end.
Romu getting the 4th, the content 4th there. As we see Jack coming up into 5th here. So looking like a 2-3-4-8 for Japan here, with Puya rounding out the end of this, the placements here. So final +1 for Japan. So I believe that makes it +30 overall win for Japan here. Alright, so our Banana Dog of Wisdom is enlightening us on how great of a war we've just seen. So that was a intense one. We saw a lot of action in that one. That was a very intense, chaotic war overall.
It was very close first half, but then second half Japan just took the edge. Plus 17 and plus 19. That's pretty good.
Yeah, really, Slide Coliseum and Tiger Temple really sealing it for Japan there, getting those big wins. Some of the only big wins we saw there outside of the plus 11 they got on Castle. So we saw 3 pretty strong wins from Japan there, and I think that really helped seal the deal for them there with their 30-point win. So as usual, I'd say GG's to both teams, both the Japanese team and the Great Britain Island team. We saw some fantastic plays from both sides there. It was a fantastic one to watch, and as usual, we thank the players for putting up their POV, so we have some content to bring you here. And if you guys are interested in keeping up to date with this World Cup, we've got some links posted in chat here by a good old Nightbot. Feel free to join our Discord, the CTR Competitive Hub, to play ranked lobbies, join events, or just keep track of the World Cup. And we also have the Twitter account, CTR_competitive, if you're wanting to keep updated for when we go live with our next up matches, and we also have schedules posted for and results for matches posted on our Twitter. So keep up to date there, and well, thank you all for listening. We've got the end of the stream here, and thank you to Rare and Onks for joining us here on this commentary.
Good guess.
Good to be here.
So yeah, that'll bring us to the end of this stream. So as usual, thank you all for listening, and we've got the next match coming up in only a few hours: Saudi Arabia versus Finland. So that's going to be a content match. So I won't be here. I will be tucked into my bed.
I suppose I should ask: is Revi the one that's hosting that one, or?
Yeah, I'm not hosting that one.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be Revi.
Okay.
Right,
anyway, yeah.
Yeah, remember to grab my POV.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna deliver some content to you guys.
I'll make sure Revi is aware. Anyway,
right. Thanks for having me, though. It was a tight match until the like last 4, where it kinda snowballed.
Yeah,
into
I agree.
Japanese favor. But thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you joined us.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go warm up now for the Arab match.
GL,
Nice.
GL.
Yes, good luck.
Alright. And GG's to both teams. Well played.
Yeah, GG's everyone.
See you.
Alright.
Okay,
Bye.
so I should have ended the stream like probably a full minute ago, but I didn't, so here we are. I was gonna talk a little bit about the end of the match, but fuck y'all, I guess. I just wanted to mention that, yeah, the Team Japan, like the matches, the races themselves were super close until you got into like the 11-point win really had the huge offset, and then after that they had a 17 and a 19 right after that, and it's like, if not for those, then the match would have been super, super close, but those tracks just snowballed out of control.
Yeah, that first half, holy shit, like single point difference for like the first 5 races.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that was a bit nutty.
But either which way, hopefully you're able to get your hosting issues worked out. I hope
my
Go ahead.
Oh, you gone?
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I hope my commentary was fine. I was watching a pretty much 240p stream.
Nice.
Yeah,
it was chimping for me, so I was like squinting the whole time. So yeah, I don't know if my commentary was up to snuff as normal, but I did try.
Nice. Good to hear. Anyway,
So, yeah,
I'm gonna
I figured it was on my end.
I'm gonna end this
Australia.
stream now. Finally.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Come back in an hour and a half with Saudi Arabia versus Finland.